spiders the way Israelis do Palestinians. Like, I kill them because they're not a problem now, but when they get bigger, they probably will be. That went down badly at the Israel Society, I can tell you that right now. I really like my course because it's really global. We truly look at the history of every country: China, Iran, Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, Sierra Leone, India, and we talked about Britain in all of them. I feel a lot of guilt as a British person about empire. For reference, we used divide and rule tactics against different ethnicities in the territory that is now India and Bangladesh, meaning my Indian and Bangladeshi parents' friends didn't want them to fuck. So as a British person, I thought, you know what, I'm going to undo the wrongs of empire, and I'm going to let them fuck in my dorm room. Only time and condition was, like the British Empire, I also had to be there. That was great fun. Anyway, as I said, I'm a King's student. So at King's, you can do a degree that is purely called War Studies. And let me tell you, the people on that degree are fucking weird. There is such a thing as being too specialist in war. I accidentally did a War Studies module because I do IR, and one of the War Studies guys verbatim said, "Have you read the Southeast Asia Genocide Study? It's on the second floor in the middle part of the library." And my response was, "No, not yet." Safe to say, he's not getting in my nuclear arsenal anytime this year. Anyways, we're in a new year. I've got some new friends who are very much heavy on the new year, new me, 10K running, tofu eating, book reading, alcohol versions of themselves. And I, for one, am fucking fed up about hearing about them trying to be a better person. So I thought this year, I'm going to be the worst version of myself. I'm going to lie more, I'm going to smoke more weed, and I'm going to start sleeping in my happily married state of myself. And I feel I'm very happy about that arrangement. I don't know how her husband feels, but we moved. Anyway, do you know what I hate even more than people telling me they're trying to be a better version of themselves? People telling me I should be a better version of myself. Recently, my vegan, polyamorous, Buddhist retreat attending pole dancing instructor shamed me for not being vegan. So I decided to have a cheeseburger and start sleeping with one of her partners. She's got some spare. I think a lot of my pent-up angst and frustration comes from the fact I'm going for a breakup at the moment. It occurred after what my psychiatrist referred to as a heated argument, meaning, but not limited to, I couldn't grab my box of dildos before I left the room. I fully thought they would be in the Thames by now. However, the next day after we broke up, I got a message from her, from one of my friends who she knows is my best friend, going, "I've got the box." And there was only one box. I go, "Grand, have you looked in it?" She goes, "Hell yeah, I'm sure you have." She's like, "Just give it back to me, please." Anyway, I get another message from another one of my friends going, "I've got the box." I'm like, "Great, have you looked in it?" He's like, "Of course." Anyway, this happens a few more times, and by the time it's actually got back to me, it's gone through my whole friendship group. Just really unfortunate, because now I've got to wash them. Oh no, not a nice bit of imagery at all. Anyway, as I said, I'm a uni student for your art. I have a very Germanic personal tutor, and I think what exemplifies quite how German she is when I told her about my breakup, she went, "If it's any consolation, I'm currently sleeping next to my ex-husband, yeah?" I think how German she is also exemplified amplified by the fact that when I told her I was clinically depressed, she went, in an email, she went, "I'm sorry to hear about your life struggles. Best wishes." Catherine,
You didn't want to say
it's great. I now knew I had someone to turn to in my moment of darkness. It's something I'm sure she deeply regretted, because I decided to go and smoke far too much weed. Yes, section, which is being certified against your will. And who better to call in my moment of delirium than my beloved personal tutor? Her response will never leave me. "You know, you look really good in that gown. You should get something in that color when they let you out. If they do that, yeah." Love her. Anyway, later that day when I was certified against my will, my therapist brought me, this is all I've got. I bumped into a guy with 2 teeth, no hair, and a fat tummy. And the first thing he said to me was, "I've got a mattress in my room." The second thing he said to me was, "I'm a psychopath." And you know what? He had me on that. Always had a thing about serial killers. Unfortunately, between his room and the communal area, he swallowed a spoon. It was really quite unfortunate, because all of a sudden, my life just felt like the benefits version of Love Island. Thank you.